Do you ever just feel lost in your 20s? Well, me too. When we were teenagers, our 20s were often idealised as this fun, exciting and free decade of our lives. However, what's not told is sometimes the anxiety, indecision and confusion that comes along with it. The indecisions of whether to play it safe, get a nice job and buy a house, or to simply travel the world while making money on the internet. For me, it's that constant battle between the decision of whether or not I want to be comfortable or uncomfortable. That question usually leads me to a cycle of being too indecisive. Then the outcome of that leads to no decision being made at all. So instead of trying to figure it all out at the ripe age of 22, I thought I would ask some strangers for advice on to how to navigate your 20s when you're feeling lost.
Navigating your 20s, I would say...
Don't get sidetracked. Get on with getting yourself established in your career area.
Believe in yourself, whoever yourself is.
Work hard, get a good education and don't watch too much television and keep off social media.
Yeah, I agree with all that, but I also think don't overthink things. Don't take everything too seriously.
It's quite daunting, like there's a lot of pressure, especially nowadays, especially money-wise. There's a lot of options, but it feels like you have very few. I reckon just take it easy, man. Have a year out, assess your options, don't rush into making decisions. Go travelling, meet new people, have fun. Enjoy your 20s, that's what they're about.
Okay. The best thing I would tell my 20-year-old self is not to worry about what anyone thinks, because it took me a long time to realise everyone is thinking about their own life and no one could care less what you're wearing, what you're doing, where you've been or what bills you have to pay because they're worried about their own stuff.
Hustle hard and don't pay attention to too much social media because you need to live in the real world. Obviously it runs the world, but just kind of, what you see and what people actually are doing is very different. So yeah, live your dreams. Use social media to the advantage, but don't live by it. Don't swear by it.
Enjoy the life.
Don't take it too serious.
Yeah, don't take it too serious. Don't save money, never save money. Live it. Life is short.
Know your boundaries and set them according to your values and stick by them.
Yeah, and I'd probably say don't be too hasty to get married. Get overseas and enjoy seeing the world.
I'd use my youth to, just experience the world a lot more and experience jobs more, experience people more.
For young people, I'll say work hard, live within your means, respect.
Save better, because I know the money isn't the answer for everything, but your life's a hell of a lot easier when you've got it.
So after speaking to the public and asking their advice on how to navigate your 20s, I can't tell if I'm more lost or feel like I'm going in a better direction. There were a few general points that I think were made that were really important. Number one, travel the world and travel as early as possible. It's important to experience new cultures, new people and new things. And the only way you can do that is by getting out of your four walls that you currently live in. Number two is to not sweat the small stuff, and life is pretty much not that deep. I think that one's really important, and that one really resonates with me because I tend to sweat the small stuff and get a little bit lost in that world of overthinking. So I think that was a really, really important point as well. And the very last thing that I think that was really, really important that I will take away from that is to know that nobody actually cares about you, and that's a good thing. No one cares about what you're wearing, what you're thinking, what you're doing. They're too busy caught up in their own stuff. So live your life the way that you want to live it and do the things that you want to do, not because of anybody else, but because you feel like it's something that you need to do. So now let me ask you the question. If you had any advice for anybody in their 20s, what would it be?
It's been a couple since I last heard ya. I've been looking everywhere for ya. How would you feel when you needed someone to hold on to? They turn their back.